What's happening, sports fans? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good Tuesday to you. We have a good one for you today. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. But before we get into today's segment, I want to give a shout out to those Texas Rangers. They went down to H-Town and they grabbed and took Game 7, 11-4, to win the American League Championship. And they will be advancing to their first World Series since 2011. They now await the winner of the Philadelphia Phillies and Arizona Diamondbacks NLCS, which that series is tied all up 3-3. Game 7 is tonight to see who will take on the Texas Rangers again in the World Series. Again, shout out to the Texas Rangers. Now, let's talk about sports debate shows. I know that is the landscape we are in now. If you are on YouTube or TikTok or wherever, social media, IG, Facebook, sports debate shows now are really one of the more popular things going. Stephen, with the personalities, Stephen A. Smith's, the Skip Bayless's, Shannon Sharp's, again, along with a host of other ones. We got Colin Cowherd. He's not really, his show isn't a debate show, but you got him. You got First Things First with all the rest of those guys on there, and Nick Wrights as well. Well, I don't know if you know, but October 20th, 2003 is when this actual baby was born. That's right. There was a show on ESPN called Cold Pizza. Actually, it was ESPN2. Do you remember that? I actually do remember that. Prior to that, there really wasn't any morning sports debate shows on television. It was just all news morning shows. So that show was birthed on ESPN2, October 20th, 2003. It started with the lead guy, the moderator, Jay Crawford, along with Catherine Hoover. Who else? Leslie Maxey and Thea Andrews. That was the beginning of somewhat this moderator sports morning show type method, so to speak. Where a year later, First and 10 was born. And if you remember that, I do too. That was where we were first introduced to Skip Bayless. Actually, I had known him as a columnist way before then. But as far as a television sports opinionist, we were introduced to Skip Bayless and Woody Page a year later in 2004. And that's when the sports debate, hot topics, hot opinionated shows was born. And that would grow and grow. And guess what? First and 10 would then add, Skip Bayless would then add Stephen A. Smith. I want to say around 2011, 2012, maybe a couple of years before that. And then that took off. And this is where we are today with these sports debate shows. They are all over the place now. Obviously, you got Undisputed with Skip Bayless leading he's the moderator / host now with Keyshawn Johnson, Michael Irvin, my man played for the Seattle, Richard Sherman, and obviously First Take now with his new look with Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp, along with other rotating guests that he has. And then you got First Things First with Nick Wright, the rest of that crew on FS1. Then you got Speak now as well with Emmanuel Acho, Joy Taylor, and the rest of that crew, former running back Shady McCoy, LaShawn McCoy. So they have popped up all over the place, and now that's where we are. Those shows, the sports opinionist shows, come with the hot takes, which some of them can be really out there. But this is where we are with sports now, and it's just funny to sit here and think about prior to 2003, we really didn't have a sports debate shows where you had a moderator, and you had two guys or two women or whatever, now going back and forth with their opinion on whatever the hot sports story is of the day or of the week. So where would the landscape be? What would it look like without those? I wonder what. But I want to ask you guys about sports debate shows, hot takes. What are your thoughts on, we're 20 years in to now having what is probably one of the most popular ways to get your sports is to watch these sports shows. Do you watch them? What do you think of them, the take? Where do you see this sports hot topics going? These debate shows going from here on out? Will it change a little bit? And then, like, again, the YouTube has definitely grown too, where you have a whole lot of different people on there like myself that do their own thing. So what are your takes? Who are your favorites? Like to know what you think. And where would we be without sports debate shows? What is your thoughts on that? I'd like to know that. Make sure you drop a comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. I am Kendrick the Sports Guy. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.